I really don't understand how things at Bayern have gotten so freaking bad now to the point where we can't even win a single game. We can't even win a goddamn game anymore. This is sad, man. This is not the way how I imagined this season would go out for Bayern, but the only thing I have to say is this, man. Olivier Kahn, look, he's a legend at Bayern. I'll always, respect him as a legendary goalkeeper, especially after his incredible performance in the 2001 Champions League final, but I think it's time that Bayern move on from Olivier Kahn and sack him. Same with Thomas Tuchel. They clearly aren't the answer at Bayern, especially with Tuchel, man. I don't know what's going on with Bayern right now, but it feels like Bayern are becoming a lot like Chelsea right now, just losing any sense of winning, and it's just sad, man. This is freaking sad because this season, I really don't know what else to say about this Bayern season except that this is another wasted season. Another wasted season where, where we thought that Bayern were going to go somewhere, where we as fans had our hopes up for this team like how we do, because that's what we do as Bayern fans. We rep the club whether they win, lose, draw. We show up, but it's just a shame that the club can't show up for the fans too, in other words, in terms of performances. And that's the really embarrassing part right now of being a Bayern fan, is the club and the team not being able to back the fans up with winning. And it's sad, man, because it's already been, 3 years since we last won our Champions League title. 2020, it was, despite it, being a very turbulent year, 2020, arguably probably the worst year ever in our entire existence as a civilization, but still, Bayern, obviously, despite it being a hectic year, they still won the Champions League, so yeah, at least that's something we can take away from that year being a Bayern fans, is at least we were able to see our club and our team win a Champions League trophy, because now it feels like at Bayern that things are not getting any easier, and I don't understand why our board won't sack Olivier Kahn and Thomas Tuchel. They both gotta go. I'm sorry. They clearly aren't the answer at Bayern. Like I said, man, Olivier Kahn, living legend at Bayern, but right now, he's not the answer at Bayern. I'm sorry, he just isn't. And it's time that Bayern maybe hires somebody that knows how to actually look after the club. Maybe they should give Philipp Lahm a chance, like call up my homeboy Philipp Lahm, and maybe offer him a position, because maybe Philipp Lahm can actually do a decent job for once, because I feel like maybe Philipp Lahm can be the guy for Bayern to get the job done. I'm talking about him making the right moves, or in other words, either him or Uli Hoheneb. But I would personally say I think it's time Bayern bring back Uli Hoheneb, because at least under Uli Hoheneb, he knew how to look after the club, because the current people in charge of the club, they clearly obviously don't know what the hell they are doing, and it's just not fair to every Bayern fan, because it's just making the fans look bad. Once again, another disastrous performance by Bayern. All morale at the club is at an all-time low. I really don't know what to say about Bayern's sudden disaster class anymore.